Hey Sagittarius, I thought I would take a look at 3 changes coming to you, Sagittarius. There's so much success coming in, and wow, you're like going to really be moving in a powerful time. Okay, Sag. I feel like you've done a lot in terms of making space for new things. Okay, so first off, present power, which is really so you can see it, is really the strength card, right? I mean, I feel like Sagittarius, to look at this in a general kind of state, you've been kind of holding back, right? This could be for healing because we're seeing the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. And so there's been a lot of holding back, maybe even waiting to regain something that you lost. But I feel like you're out of that. I feel like you're not going to do that anymore. And that's a big change. This is very much about, being excited for the future. It is the spark. It is new ideas. I feel like whatever this is, you're not going to hold yourself back from life because something didn't work out. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles, we're kind of experiencing a loss, but we're still hopeful. And I feel like you're being honest with yourself. You're not hoping for things to come back anymore. You're lighting the flame forward, right? With the Ace of Wands, we're getting really excited about what's to come, not what's behind us. So there is this energy of really conquering the past. And especially for those who have been waiting and waiting and waiting. And I just feel like you're being honest with yourself about that. You can't do that anymore. Because what happens when you hold back? Nothing. Nothing. So you're kind of charging full head towards life. Because what I'm seeing a lot here and what's changing is the way that you think, right? The way that you're thinking about things. And it is directly, really affecting your intentions going forward. And I do feel like there's been kind of a switch flipped in terms of perspective, in terms of mindset, because, when shit's piled on us, we can get lost in it, and when we really love something, when we really feel passionate about something, we tend to think it's going to come back to us. We can get caught up in that meant to be energy. And I feel like that's where you've been. And you've been in this period of just, understanding that you may not get this back. Whatever this is, you may not get it back. Okay. If this is love, it feels like you're being inspired. You're starting off with inspiration, and you're being inspired because you're going to stop holding back. You're going to stop waiting for things. You're going to start, because Sagittarius doesn't wait. I mean, come on now. We don't wait. We just push ahead, and so there's a sense of finishing some period of healing too, and it feels like you're not hopeful for the past anymore. You're not moving in hurt feelings anymore. You're realizing that, it's time for you to stop hiding from the world. It's time for you to get back out there in the world. And we've seen this, but has it happened? I don't know. You're no longer feeling the restriction that you have felt. Yeah. And, you're more in this mode too of success, like really moving in the success mindset, which if we don't believe success can come, it doesn't come. That's just a fact of life, and what really sparks this, because you're getting an opportunity here and deciding that the opportunity is better for you to take than to sit and wait for something, because what happens when you wait? Nothing. I said it twice. So stop waiting if you're waiting, Sag, okay? There's a decision being made here. And really, this is a decision in your favor. This is like good karma, Sag. This is definitely something you're receiving good karma. You know, because the sword is pointing up, things are starting to go your way. And I feel like this is because, um, now this is about dreams, Sag, but it's also about the way you think about success. Now, you know, maybe you thought that your success or something that you wanted, something that you desired, had to show up a particular way for it to be successful for you. And it really kind of maybe directed the way that you do things, the way that you work on things, the way that you give to things. And there's a sense that that is changing. You're willing to compromise, because there's also compromise in the Knight of Cups. When it comes to this thing that you desire, you're figuring out the way to make things work going forward is you have to be more able to compromise on how that dream shows up for you. And that is changing the game for you. It is changing the game in terms of success for sure. You know, so I really love that energy. And I feel like you're also, that's the energy of balance, right? You realize to bring balance into what it is you want, you've got to be willing to compromise what that is. Okay? And so for instance, you know, say that you're wanting something to work out for you, right? And you did these things this way and you expected it to work out this way. There's a sense that you're being more open with how it works out. You're willing to compromise. So maybe you don't get like, okay, say you wanted $1 million, right? You wanted $1 million, but it's not about settling. It's about compromising. It's like taking a deposit instead of the whole price. So, yeah, it is that energy, Sach. It is that energy. And this is about your desires. Like, you know, you're really figuring out your desires. You're not as focused. Definitely. There definitely is a sense of releasing some ego here and how you expect things to work out. You know, the Page of Pentacles reversed. I'm taking some hard lessons, right? And I feel like you no longer want to work on things that don't work, you know, and this may have been something that you revisited tons and tons of times, right? And also, there is a sense that you're releasing, because we're singing the Hangman, so that's all about surrender. You know, you definitely are releasing how things come. Like, it doesn't have to be all your way. That's what you're starting to see. It doesn't necessarily have to be your way. And I feel like that's something you're learning with the Page of Pentacles reversed. Because with the Page of Pentacles reversed, there's a lesson from the past that we have to accept. And, you know, this definitely is tied into having your wishes fulfilled. And I feel like you're changing what your wishes look like. You know, maybe it doesn't have to be, and I feel like this is directly tied into your willingness to compromise. You know, maybe in the past you weren't willing to compromise. But there's a change in perspective here with the Hangman, a surrender, if you will. And that is basically, it doesn't have to be on my way. It doesn't have to be how I envisioned it. And I can still be happy. You know, I can still be happy with however this has to work out. What's on the bottom is magical. Here, another 10-10 moment for Sag. 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. You are just totally thinking about success in a different way, Sag. I can't even tell you. Like with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, you're throwing love on it. For sure. You're throwing love on your obstacles. You're being grateful for your obstacles because you're not seeing things. You might have seen things at one time as something you just had to carry on your back, right? Being too focused on what I have to do, and you're more focused on what I love to do. And this is a new path that you're taking, and it's opening new doors. It's opening more than one path. But what it's telling you with the Six of Wands, with the way you're thinking now, there's no way you can lose. Literally. It doesn't matter which way you go. There's no way you can lose because you're no longer seeing burden. Queen of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. And it's so interesting because I feel like so many Sagittariuses now are like, I remember a few weeks ago I had said Sagittarius really needs to be more in their heart space, and you're here. And you're here feeding yourself first, focusing on yourself first and your own foundation. Right? And also with the Four of Pentacles, it's about you are really feeling secure within yourself and your own heart and what you want, and really focused on going towards things that you love and realizing I don't need to find these things on the outside of me because they're inside me. Okay? And with the Ace of Pentacles, this is bringing in opportunities, and what it's actually bringing in a relationship that you don't see. Wow. The Fool and the Lovers. And you're going to take a chance here. Like, it's showing up for you. Even though you're afraid, even though you don't know how it will turn out, you are taking the risk. You're jumping in because, you know, you're deciding that it's a risk worth taking. And that really you can trust your own heart. I feel like this is what the energy is really calling you towards. And you're deciding, Sag, that it's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to be happy. And wow, Two of Cups. You have really spent the time getting aligned with you and your higher self, because I feel like the Two of Cups is you. It could be a connection, definitely a new connection for you, coming together with someone that you very much feel aligned with. And, you know, you might be afraid where it's going with the Nine of Swords. But it's headed towards the Ten of Pentacles, towards building something that's going to last. And it all is because you're taking a chance here. You're trusting your heart here. You know, there is no doubt inside you, Sagittarius. Page of Wands. You are taking the Emperor. You know, this is the Emperor female. The Hermit. Okay. Ten of Swords. Wow, so many tens. So much completion. You're going to be receiving news that is going to help you overcome a problem. Okay, especially if you've been searching for a solution to something. It is going to end that. There's going to be healing in a situation, which is what the Ten of Swords is telling you. Yeah. It's like the universe did this for you. Because you know, and this is like, I feel like what this is all about too is I'm no longer going to be the one who everyone comes to. I'm pulling myself back from that and focusing on what I want to start, on what I want to, this is really a sense of you. Like, this whole reading is a sense of you. And it's no longer this energy of being everything to everyone. That's leaving. You're focused on what you love and what you want to do. Wow, Sag. Wow. So let's see. Let's get some sort of outcome for this. So what does this mean for Sagittarius? Wow. What a turnaround, Sag. I think that's what I'm going to tell you it. I'm so bad at titles, y'all. What does this mean for Sagittarius in the long run? What's the big picture here? We love the big picture. Where is this leading Sagittarius? Oh, okay. Less hard work, Sag. Six of Wands. King of Wands reversed. I feel like it's leading you towards probably working less here and still being successful. Like understanding that it isn't something that I need to do. Okay, it isn't something I need to do. And, you know, not, and I'm definitely not worried about what other people are doing. You know, which, wow, the Ace of Pentacles, there are so many doors opening for you, Sagittarius. And it isn't because of something you do, it's just because of who you are. You know, and so you don't need to actually just jump into something new. There is no pivot that is needed here, Sagittarius. You need to understand, and how many times do I have to say this? You are the opportunity, and not because of something you do, not for working more. You're the opportunity. Merely your existence is the opportunity, and it's going to bring in something. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Yeah. You know, it's going to bring in more than one choice here. You're going to have more than one choice in terms of opportunities. So I feel like, you know, this is definitely a decision that you're going to have to make. You know, do I go this way or do I go that way? But what the earlier energy was telling you, and you're not really sure, you know, you're not really sure what to do. And yeah, Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Like, there's definitely a sense of you doing less, and still, like, the success is so strongly coming in for you. And now you have an opportunity of two ways to go. Okay, two ways to go. And so it really is asking you to take the time to figure out which way is best for you. And you really didn't want to have to make this decision. But, you know, this is about your stability. You're going to make the decision based on what is the stable choice for you. Okay? Maybe even what will bring you in more money. Here's the Two of Wands again. The Knight of Wands. Wow, okay. The Seven of Cups. And the Magician. You, like, are manifesting so many opportunities here, and at some point you're going to have to make a decision on whether it's something new or something you've been doing. Okay, but what the universe is telling you is that it doesn't matter either way. Either way, you're going to be successful. So definitely follow that Queen of Cups energy. Definitely follow what it is that you really love. Wow. Okay. It's a lot. I feel like there could be people around you, family, friends, guides, that help you make this decision. That help you make this decision, right? And it's so funny. All this happens as you're learning how to transmute dark thoughts. Like turn dark thoughts into optimism. And it's actually the universe that is making this happen for you. Because they're bringing in healing. They're helping you heal a lack-minded mindset. Wow. Wow. Sagittarius, I don't even know what to say about all this. But just remember that whatever you choose, you're going to be successful. Why? Because you exist. And because we're lucky. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you, Toodles.